Mm. Hey, babe. What's going on? Did you watch the Oscars last night? Really? Child, I ain't watching. Mm-mm. Nah, I ain't watching, but I heard about it though. I heard about it. So, we got to talk about it just a little piece. So, listen, I feel like the Oscars was giving sinners, period. Okay. It was giving all about the sinners. That's all that we care about. Really, high key. Let us give them their just due. When did Sinners release? I think that was in 2024, right? Wasn't it in 2024? It couldn't have been in 2023. I think it was in 2024. I think it was released last year around this time, maybe. Had to be. Okay. Because I don't know why I thought that I don't know why I thought Sinners had entered some other awards and they ended up getting snubbed or something like that. I feel like it. And people were complaining about that. Had to be in 2023. I mean, had to be in 2024. Think it was last year, but either way it go, child, they won big at the Oscars. So shout out to them, Michael B. Jordan, baby. Shout out to Ryan Coogler and his wife, and everybody that really worked on the film. Like they did their thing, and I want to get into some video. Y'all know that they also won some awards over there with the NAACP as well. So shout out to them. I'm happy that they're getting their things, and you should have known they was gonna win something, okay, or damn near win it all because of, how I just felt like a lot of it was centered around them. Like they had a whole damn Sinners performance. I'm like, okay, baby. And it was cute too. I said, y'all better come on. All right. I was a little, listen, I ain't gonna hold y'all white folks shy. I thought y'all probably was sitting up there looking a little damn confused when all them different type of instruments and dancing and music and stuff came into play. Now, a lot of y'all saw the movie, so you already knew where the scene came from, but some of y'all probably didn't, and y'all about wasn't expecting all that damn noise up in that theater. But you got it on that night. Understand. But shout out to the people. Shout out to Michael B. Jordan, y'all. When I saw him get his award, when I watched them call his name, I saw that clip. And he just kind of like sat there for a second. I don't know if he knew he was going to win, but I think he had a strong inkling. I don't know. Some part of me feel like he kind of knew just a little piece, right? And yeah, he won. I think he was there with his mom and stuff. And I was just like, yo, some part of me, like when I see black people get awards, it does do something to me, like the Oscars and stuff. And I know a lot of people may feel like, oh, you shouldn't care about the Oscars. It's white people's, it's this and that. Whatever, man. These people really work hard in their craft, okay? And these are the awards that are laid out in front of them at this time until somebody go and create something different. All right. So to be recognized on that level and get your awards, get your things. And when I see these people get those awards in their field for working super hard, especially, when it comes to entertainment and acting primarily, I'm like, damn, dreams really do come true. Like when you really just bust your ass and work hard and stuff, like it can happen for you. Now, granted, there are some great actors that have yet to receive an award, but sometimes just being nominated, just people knowing who the hell you are, like it can happen for you if you go in that direction and you really stay focused on that. So shout out to him and all of them really for just staying focused, going in that direction and finding the people that they need to find to end up where they need to end up at. And I just love that so much for them. So yeah, it definitely touched my heart. I love that for him getting this award. And then I believe it was this young lady, Autumn Durald, is I believe it's her last name. She becomes the first woman to win an Oscar for Best Cinematography. All I could do is just clap, I just, I'm just so happy for them. Like, I want to get into Ryan Coogler because he did win for Best Original Screenplay. Now, before we get into that, y'all know Tiana's people ended up winning for Best Motion Picture or Best Picture or something like that. And I had to go to the Google to kind of like look up what the difference is, right? So they're saying Best Picture honors the overall film, focusing on producing, directing, acting, and technical achievement, while Best Screenplay solely recognizes the writing, the plot, and the dialogue. And honestly, for me, I did not watch, I believe hers was called One After Another or something like that, or One Battle After Another or something. I haven't seen the film. However, only seeing Sinners, which is a bit biased, I get that. But with me only seeing Sinners, I feel like they could have won for Best Picture too. They could have definitely won for Best Picture, Best Screen, all of that. Right? If we're talking about producing, directing, acting, and technical achievement, like they ate down in my personal to be able to put Michael Jordan. Michael B. Jordan. Okay. Putting I wanted to just say straight Michael Jordan, then I go straight to the basketball player. But anywho, Michael B. Jordan, putting him in more than one role. You know what I'm saying? Like he had to play a twin and the different nuances that had to come with that. Like the white folks versus the black people versus the you got your Asian community. Like, I just feel like it was so much in that, just producing that, directing, the acting that was involved with that child, the technical. Like, for me, I think they definitely could have won Best Picture. Do they care? Not really. If I was a part of the cast or the production team, I would not care because it's like, y'all see what the fuck going on. You see what the fuck going on, baby. We didn't have to win Best Picture. We won Best Screenplay, and y'all see what the fuck going on. We are forces to be reckoned with. Let me tell y'all, they will be working together. We already know Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan go way back. I believe all the way back to Fruitvale Station, maybe even before that. But to win with your people you was coming up with, like, it's something about it. I could just imagine, right? I could just imagine, like, and I'm thinking also about Issa Rae when she said the thing about, get with the people that's on your level. A lot of people like to reach up here trying to find folks. No, find people on your same level that wants to do stuff like you want to do it, right? So then to get to this place where y'all all winning big at the same time is something phenomenal. And that's when you know that we got something here. Like they already knew that. You know what I'm saying? They already knew that. But it's like working in music when you get your certain producers and your songwriters and it's like, yo, we won. We made hits. We know what we're doing. Let's keep this going. So I do see this collective continuing to work together. But also you got other producers. You got other directors, right? You have other writers and stuff in the field. They gonna want that win too. So they're gonna be over there tapping on the shoulders of Ryan Coogler as well. Like, hey, can we get you over here to work on this? Michael B, we finna elevate you. Can we get you over here? And the cinematographer and other people, like it's just so it's gonna be dope. It's just so dope for them to be able to, not everybody got eyes on them. They already had that, but to attach it to NAACP Image Awards and Oscars, and ain't no telling what else, what other awards they may get. Like, yeah, get with the winning team is what is given. And the people gonna be trying to get with them. But I want to see more projects, okay? Obviously, Ryan and Michael B. Jordan work well together. A person I thought about, and y'all may not have, but I thought about Jonathan Majors. Girl, don't ask me why I thought about him, because I can. Okay, period. But I thought about him, and I'm like, yo, how you feeling, bruh? How you feeling? Because if the situation would have never happened, you probably would be over here on this stage winning some awards. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Because I do think there was a role, I'm sure, within this film for Jonathan Majors. But I think the idea of these two, of Michael B. Jordan playing two different characters was fantastic. Fantastic. And I would not have wanted to see Jonathan Majors play that role as his brother. Nah, I think Michael B. Jordan brought that strong justice, and I think it showed a bit of maybe versatility on his end as an actor, which is great. So I love that for him. But I thought about Jonathan Majors, like, I hope you gave your brother a phone call, shouted him out, clapped hands, glad to work with them, I don't know if they're powerful enough to put him in a film, though, without it being tainted or affected. I don't know if they can help you out, maybe give you a little small role for you to kind of get back on track in some capacity. You know what I'm saying? When I also saw Michael win this award, I thought to myself, like, you had to distance yourself from Jonathan. Based on the bad press that he is getting and has gotten, I don't think you would have won that if you continue to publicly show, connection to him. And I say that because after, everything came out with Jonathan Majors, from my understanding, they were still looking at doing the Creed, remember? They were going to do a Creed film where Jonathan Majors was going to be like his, I guess, opponent or something like that. And then I think it was going to at some point focus on his daughter becoming a boxer or something, even dealing with her special need that she has going on. So, yeah, I remember that still being a part of the conversation where they were going to remake Creed or work on another film with Jonathan Majors. And then, people started to, once that kind of came out, a lot of negativity came with it. And I think, Michael just fell back just a bit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. They may feel like they untouchable now that they don't won an Oscar. Like, I got my award. I ain't got to ever win another one. But listen, we got people that know what they working with when it comes to us, and they know we gonna constantly get them good films. So if they wanted to work with Jonathan Majors, I don't think it'll affect them that much. But you never know. I don't think he could have a strong, significant role in the film. You know, he may have to be like maybe play an enemy or something like that, and only there for a limited amount of time, possibly. But I don't know, child. Either way, honey, good luck to him. But again, I want to go back over here so that we can check out, their wins and their speeches and stuff. Shout out to Essence, because I am over here on their page, and I love this.
What's up?
Oh, and can I say y'all was wrong as hell over there on the Twitter and the Instagram mimicking this man and how he talk? Because I refuse to have laughed at y'all. I was almost going to give y'all a chuckle, but I didn't feel like it was the right thing to do. Okay? Maybe it's just nerves.
Please sit down, because I'm very nervous and they're going to play me off. Cause I grew up in Oakland, Richmond, California, and we can talk a lot. So
that man said they're gonna play me off.
I want to thank the Academy for thinking of our movie that came out almost a year ago. This is an incredible honor. I want to thank my fellow nominees. You guys, I want to thank y'all for the gifts that y'all movies were and for y'all friendship over the past years and months. I want to thank everybody that was involved with this movie, starting with Warner Brothers. Mike and Pam, you're here. David, you're here somewhere. Everybody, all my cast and crew, please stand up. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing.
Come on, y'all. That's right. Stand up. Stand proud.
You all are winners.
This another indicator as to how they should have known they was gonna win. All y'all sitting together, right there towards the front. Y'all should have known y'all was gonna be sweeping awards left and right.
Winners in my book. Y'all are winners in my book. Sevo Hania and Zenzi Coogler, you guys are the best producers in the world. Zenzi, you're the best wife and mom in the world. Every day I get to spend with you is better than the one that came before.
Ooh,
and to my parents who are here. Thank y'all for all the memories. Thank y'all for making me believe in myself. And to my babies that are at home watching, I apologize for all the time away. Dad loves you. Memories are all we have. I hope I'll give you some great ones.
Don't make me cry.
When y'all blessed to live a long life and Dad becomes just a memory, I want y'all to remember this one thing. I love y'all more than anything. Thank you.
I love it. Congratulations. Okay. Congratulations. I love it. So I love how he talks about his wife. And there was I don't know if you guys saw it, but we're going to play it. At the Black Women in Hollywood, because he works very closely with his wife. I can't remember her role. I don't know. She's one of the producers though, but I feel like her role is like much higher than that, because I believe it's their company together. So when he wins big, she wins just as big as well, and he always shout her out. I just love it. But I want to check out when they did the Black Women in Hollywood and what he had to say about his wife.
About Zenzi, and y'all should just know, man, that this movie,
and let me pause and let y'all know her name is Zenzi. Okay, Zenzi Coogler. So let's get into that.
I'll tell y'all a quick story about Zenzi, and y'all should just know, man, that this movie, big credit to her and Sev, our partner, man. But it wouldn't be what it was without her, man. And she did it all pregnant and postpartum, most of it. Like I seen her. She was in every post-production meeting, man, like holding it down and dealing with all types of stuff, that only I could see. We took the film on the road all over the world while she was out there here. Y'all saw her, man. That wasn't easy, and then it hasn't stopped. You know what I mean? All of this since our little baby is 7 months old now, and as good as a producer she is, she an even better mom. So to see her do all of this is crazy. But I'm gonna just leave y'all with one insight into her brilliance, man. Like we were dealing with some stuff at home, and two family members were kind of at each other's throats about some things. And I did what I did. I vented for like 40 minutes to her about who did what and why we got to do this to support who, and she took a deep breath when I got done venting in her crazy Zenzi way, and she says, sometimes it doesn't matter who's right. What matters is that people know that the other person cares about them. And I had, I'm a writer. I heard a lot of words. I think about words all the time. I lived with this woman for a long time, and I never heard those words put together like that in that context. And I was like, God damn, man, you one of one. And I felt like one of one for bagging her. You know what I'm saying? Hey. So look, yo. Hey. So I'll tell y'all.
Listen, I literally went from like, just like a few little like wet eye to tears, like crying, like, oh, that's so sweet. Sometimes it doesn't matter who's right or wrong or whatever. All the other person needs to know is that you care about them or whatever. Child. Then when he got to talking, honey, I was so tickled. I thought it was too funny. I love that. I absolutely freaking love it. Okay? I freaking love it. The next thing I want to get into is Michael B. Jordan, him accepting his award. So shout out to him on that.
Whoo, man, y'all.
I know that's right.
I stand here because of the people that came before me. Sidney Poitier, Denzel Washington, Halle Berry, Jamie Foxx, Forrest Whitaker, Will Smith, and to be amongst those giants, amongst those greats, amongst my ancestors, amongst my guys. Thank you, everybody in this room,
Come on,
and everybody
boy.
at home for supporting me over my career. I feel it.
Come on,
I know
sir.
you guys want me to do well, and I want to do that because you guys bet on me. So thank you for keep betting on me.
That's right.
And I'm gonna keep stepping up. And I'm gonna keep being the best version of myself I could be. So I just want to say thank you for everybody in this room that had something to do with my success. I love you guys. And everybody at home who supported Sinners, who went to go see the movie once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times, thank you. Because you guys made this movie what it is. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Come on, boy. Ooh, I love it for him. I love it for him. I love it for him. I love it. I love it. I love it. He gonna cry in the car. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, actually, the man went to In-N-Out, okay? He went to In-N-Out for his celebration, okay, taking pictures with the people. I said, wait, is this AI? And then I saw the other person with the phone recording. I said, girl, this ain't AI. He really over there at In-N-Out. But then I also started thinking like, hey, Mr. Michael, do you own In-N-Out? Like, do you own that one and you chose to go to that location, or you just love some In-N-Out food? Either way, the man celebrated how he chose, and congratulations to all of the winners on the side of Sinners. Okay, come on, y'all know how that rhyme. Either way, let's also get into Tiana Taylor. Shout out to Tiana Taylor. I love when he accepted his award. She was clapping. She was like, yes. Like, she's like, no, it's for real. Like, you won. Like, yeah, I know, brother. I know. Like, you won. It was cute. People try to say Tiana does too much. I don't really feel that way at this time. And if you've known Tiana since Sweet 16, which a lot of people have not, Tiana has always been a person that has been extra. That's her personality. She's always been that, and people have grown to love her for that, But the people was really on her head top this time around. There was an award that was being accepted, and let me see if I can go to that real quick. This one here. Let's get this up on the screen for you guys, because it looks like her team won for the film that she was in with Leonardo DiCaprio, I believe. They won for Best Picture. And here we are.
Tonight, for casting, actor in a supporting role, adapted screenplay, film editing, directing, and Best Picture.
Yes. So come on, Tiana up here sweeping up awards. And I do wonder if she also gets an Oscar because she was a part of the film, or not. Does she get an Oscar as well? If not, it still looks good on her end to be able to say that she was a part of a Oscar-winning film, okay? But she put this man here, not sure of his name. Okay, they're saying his name is Paul Thomas Anderson. She put him in a headlock because of so much happiness, right? People got down to the social media and they started dragging her, saying she's so extra just because you happy and stuff. You ain't got to put nobody in no headlock, and you ain't got to do this, da-da-da-da. And it's like, come on, y'all. That lady, in my personal, I just kind of feel like, hey, he was still happy. Like, that's what you do. Well, that everybody doesn't put people in headlocks, but she's super excited. He seemed to be completely fine with it. He was A-okay. They spent a lot of time on a film together, so I'm sure they would know each other's personalities at this point. So, I don't think it's a big deal. I feel like people be trying to create stuff to make her a problem, but to me, it just wasn't that big deal. She was just excited. Would y'all have felt better if it was a black person that she put in a headlock? Would y'all have felt better if she put Michael B. Jordan in a headlock? Oh, okay then. Y'all over here dragging her by a headlock. I'm surprised y'all didn't drag Michael B. Jordan for kissing Waname's stomach. You know how pregnant women are about people touching their stomach, let alone kissing their stomachs or whatever like that. I mean, even though it wasn't really a big of a deal, like, you know, they obviously, he's likely done that before and they were comfortable or whatever with each other. But at the same time, y'all complain about everything in my personal. So with y'all complaining about so much stuff, I would have assumed that y'all would have complained about that too. You feel what I'm saying, child? But either way, the short answer for me is I just don't think that it was an issue for Tiana to show her happiness to this man the way that she did, okay? Y'all let me know your thoughts about it. Some of y'all may still disagree, girl, and that's your personal. But aside from that, Tiana still didn't get a break that night, okay? Because it appears that the security guard was over there pushing on my girl, and she had to check him, okay? She had to get him together like, hey, don't do that to me. I don't play like that. I don't play like that at all. So let me pull this up. I want to make sure I got the right video up first. Okay. Let's pull this up. Let's see if this is the one here. Okay. Yeah, this is part of the one. Here we are.
You're a man putting your hands on a female. Go backstage. Because he's putting his hands on the female. What are you doing? He literally shoved me. He wasn't even her. He was damn near shoving her.
Look at Tiana mama. That's a bad lady.
You're a man putting your hands on the female.
Child, listen, she needed to have, you know, hey, don't push me. It's a lot. And I do hate that too. Like when it's a lot going on and you see everybody's in tight spaces and then you start pushing. It's like, don't do that. We all trying to get the hell out the way. Trust. Okay. You do not got to put your hands on me. You ain't got to be rough. Okay. You're only going to heighten the situation to be more than what it is. And this ain't even that type of event for us to be doing that at. Like just, we all trying to get through. You see this space is tight. I hate stuff like that. But let's go ahead and see what she had to say to address the situation.
Yana, can I take a picture?
Yeah.
What happened at the awards, T? I saw like the video where this guy put hands on you or something. You good?
It's all good.
Yeah, they can't stop your shine, you know? You already know
I
that.
don't think this is trying to stop shining. It's just everybody's having a good time, and you know, security was just doing a lot.
They were being extra. Listen.
There's always that one, but I'm
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, a lot of people were wondering.
I'm happy. I mean, there's nothing to wonder. I think the first thing people do is definitely, you know, make assumptions.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, I just don't tolerate disrespect, especially when it's unwarranted and it's unprovoked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How does it feel to to win Best Picture? Great to see you. You know,
Congratulations.
Yana, can I take a picture?
And so that's that. Okay. I don't feel like she was wrong. Like, yeah, like y'all be doing too much. And sometimes the securities definitely be doing too much. Okay. So if she needed to check them and say, I don't tolerate their disrespect, like, hey, bro, chill out. It could have got more gutter than that, honestly. Okay. And it seemed like the lady behind was trying to tell her to chill out, this and that. And I'm glad she kind of checked her too a little bit, like, but he pushing me. Okay. Now, just because you will tolerate somebody pushing your old ass down, girl, don't think I'm for to tolerate it. Okay. Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me, girl. Sir, thank you for your services. I know that's motherfucker right, Tiana. Period. Now, the next thing I want to get into, baby, is Jack Harlow. When I tell y'all they have been roasting the out of Jack Harlow on social media, I have been falling out. And y'all know I like me some Jack Harlow, okay? Now, don't ask me all the songs because I don't know all the damn songs, okay? The ones that do go viral and they be out there, I like them, child. Calm down. Now, Jack Harlow has decided he finna drop this album, right? And it's called Monica. Baby, I think I listened to like the first track. And then I said I'm going to listen to it at a later time because it wasn't the right time for me to listen to it. So I said I'm going to check it out later. But all in all, the album, from my understanding, is called Monica. And the people feel like it's his slick way of saying, my nigga, I'm Monica, my nigga. Monica. Okay? That's his slick way of saying my nigga. And baby, I have been falling out. He sat down and he did this interview, right? Where he kind of said something about him saying like, okay, when I did X, Y, and Z, the blacker I got. And it's like, the blacker you what? So I want y'all to go ahead and check out this snippet from this video, which led to him being even more dragged on social media. So let us get into it.
John's saying you didn't retreat into a whiter genre. In fact, you arguably went deeper into
I got blacker.
Black music.
Yeah.
Deeper into blackness.
Yeah.
So was that conscious? Was that a little twist on the typical move that white rappers make, which is to retreat back into traditionally white sounds?
It certainly made what I already wanted to do even more appealing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Because you like pushing that boundary, that line?
I think I love black music. I love the sound of black
Who
music.
among us?
Yeah, I love.
Okay, because these white men talking to him like, okay, this can't be reality because a lot of artists start out with black music and then they pivot real fast to what they really into. So you keep going in that direction because you like to push that line, right? You like to keep pushing that line. I'm like, what kind of narrative y'all trying to push out? Okay, but I do understand that because we talked about this on the Ooh Ladies First panel. Okay, over there on Niecy Dixon's channel the other week, last week, where we kind of talked about some of the artists that start out doing black music, then they pivot and they go into a completely different lane, like Pink and like what's his name? Post Malone and others. You know what I'm saying? Which is what they're kind of referencing here. But I'm not surprised that Jack Harlow's still in black music. You know, I'm not surprised that he's still like this. What he enjoys. When he first came out, I felt like he was gonna be in this lane for a minute. I feel like who else? G-Eazy was giving us like black folks music, but what happened? Is he still doing that? Because I don't hear about him these days. I'm not tuned in with him to know. But he gave us a few black folk songs. Has he pivoted, or is he still one of the ones that continues to push music out for that urban audience? Y'all, let me know in the comments. And as I'm talking about the Ooh Ladies First panel, y'all know I got to go ahead and promote, honey. First of all, Ooh Ladies First podcast, baby, we will be doing our first live experience, all right? If you have not gotten your tickets yet, definitely go and get your tickets, all right, at tickettailor.com. Now, understand, we do have early bird tickets as of right now. And though that early bird discount will be ending on Thursday. All right, so make sure that you are aware and make sure that you know that Thursday the 19th will be the last day to get the tickets at a discounted rate. All right, so go on over there, get your tickets. Like I said, we have VIP, we have early bird tickets available to y'all. This will be going down in Atlanta on a Saturday, May 2nd. So make sure that you guys come and join us. All the information you need is over there on tickettailor.com. If you got any questions, you can DM one of us, and I'm sure we'll be able to help you out. Now, that's that on that. Okay, I do that little promo for y'all real quick. But getting back to Jack Harlow, I want to hear more. Okay, let me hear more of what he has to say on this, and then I want us to get into the reactions of the people.
The sound of black music.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm hyper aware of the politics of today. That safer landing spot that a lot of my white contemporaries have found. And of course, it appealed to me to do something that I felt like at a time when there's plenty of people expecting me to take some of the routes y'all are taking.
Yep.
To take the route that not only might not be expected, but is also the one I genuinely want to take. So all the stars aligned in that way for me, to be honest. I'm not going to pretend like what you're talking about, I was like, I guess you're right.
Jack, I feel like your voice done changed. Okay, you be code switching with the people, Jack. I feel like how you talking to these white brothers ain't how you be talking to the black ones. What's going on, Jack? Child, I ain't surprised. You know, the white folks be cold switching just like the black ones. Let's keep going.
I knew that there were multiple things appealing about this route, but I also came to the decision, I'm proud to say, off of what feels good in my ear. I love R&B music. I love the sound of soft, intimate, melodic music. So I want to be understood. I want to write melodies that invite people to sing along.
So that's what he had to say. And some people feel a way that he over here having this conversation with two other white men, but I'll let y'all chime down in the comments, all right? So this post right here made me fall out when I first saw it. It said Jack Harlow stuns at the Oscars. One, I believe they put a hairpiece on this man. Two, it's giving Lonzo Ball. It's giving Harlow Ball for sure. That's what it's getting. Actually, it's giving Jaharlow Ball. Okay. Or no, La Harlow Ball. Because you got Lonzo Ball, LaJello Ball, or no, LeAngelo Ball. And then you have LaMelo. Right? I think it's LeAngelo, Lonzo, and then LaMelo. So it's giving La Harlow. La Harlow Ball. And when I seen this, baby, I fell completely the hell out. I said, not y'all done put a piece on this man. And for him to be sitting up here looking like Lonzo Ball is crazy. Oh my God. They have been wearing his ass out. They done put some braids in the man. Because they tripping off the fact that he said the blacker he got. All right. As he did like his first album or whatever, the music he's been doing, instead of him pivoting as these white guys expected, right? He said the blacker I got. I went more into the blacker lane because that's the lane I genuinely want to be in. But baby, they roasting the hell out of him. Okay. These are the names. The names they got is Lint Condition. These is R&B names, okay? Not Mint Condition, but Lint Condition. Neo-colonial soul is crazy. Music Stole Child. Ninth Wonder Bread. Okay, Charlie Kirk Franklin. It's not funny. It's not funny, but what is going on? Charlie Kirk Franklin is crazy. Most definitely not not most deaf, but most definitely not, bitch. Luca Vandross, Uncommon, White Thought, Honky. Y'all know Tony Tone. I'm on the floor. LL Cool Whip, Ghostface, Vanilla. Bitch, they been tearing him up. They have been tearing him up. Oh my God. Brian McWhite, Stevie Wonder Bread, Jay Nilla, D'Angelo. That's crazy. Not Chris Brown, but Christopher Brown. Girl, Defo. Oh my God. Not Music Snow Child. Snow Lazy. Vanilla Rice. But y'all could have just called him Vanilla Ice too. Y'all didn't have to say Vanilla Rice. Child, a Tribe Called Meh. Baby, they been wearing his ass out. I wonder what he been thinking when he's been seeing these posts of him. This is insane. Let me see what Kev on stage has to say about all of this.
See, the thing is, other white rappers retreated into their whiteness. I went blacker. I'm so black, I'm discussing black music with other white people on black microphones. Okay? Post Malone, he went from White Iverson to folk music. Miley Cyrus went white, black, back to white. Okay? Travis Kelce dated a black girl, married a white girl. I'm here. I'm wearing Actively Black. My name rhymes with black. The album title is Monica. Monica. Okay? Y'all got to overstand with your third eye. I love Dr. Umar.
I can't.
See, the thing is, other white rappers.
I cannot. I can't. I am hollering. And then they asked Jack, like, you know, do you ever see yourself dating a white girl? That one of those questions came up, and Jack was like, nah. And I'm like, Jack, all right, now, them words better not come back and hunt your ass. All right? You better hope they age correctly, talking about something no, and then years later we see you with a white one. Okay? You probably should have just kept that in the memory bank. Or just put it in your pocket and I had said nothing. We'll just have to wait and see. But child, this is too funny. And I think a lot of people's issues is the fact that they feel like he's overly doing it with, I guess, constantly saying black, like, you know, the blacker I got, black this, black that, I like black that, instead of just being who he is. But child, he probably would have got judged either way it go. For real. Okay. Either way it go. But we know that you like us, okay? We know that you enjoy our music. We know you're going to continue to put out this type of music or whatnot. Like, you ain't got to put too much on it, child. Just be you. The people like it when you being you, but when you forcing too much of that, like, child, then they be ready to kick you out. So come in here, sit down, and shut the hell up now. Okay? Eat your food, play a little piece of your music. Don't do too damn much. Okay. But either way, that's all I got. I had to come talk to y'all about that because they have been tearing Jack Harlow's ass up. All right. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. I'm JamiThatsMe. Y'all know I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.
Yeah. Family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking the drama.